Welcome back to our Sip and Talk Saturdays. This is Dr. Sherry Tomlin, and today I am sipping on green machine mixed with sea moss. So if you haven't tried that before, it's a really good concoction that helps pain. So I've been having pain in my joints because I type a lot, my hands hurt, I'm not walking around as much. And so I've been drinking this and I've been pain-free all week. So definitely get some sea moss. It's a process. So this is a business that the men in our Black community could possibly start because you have to soak the sea moss overnight, get the organic stuff, and you have to then boil it the next day. And then it turns into something like Jell-O. I don't know if y'all could see this, but it turns into something like this. And it's like a Jell-O. You just scoop it in each day into your drink. And, you know, these are natural remedies that our ancestors used to use. We didn't take medication back in the day, right?
Right.
So just wanted to share that with everyone tonight and introduce our viewers to our audience. We have, we'll begin with ladies first. Nelson. We'll begin with Phyllis Fit from Michigan. Say hello.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone is well.
Welcome to Sip and Talk Saturday. And Marsha from the ruling queen of Oklahoma.
Actually, I am in Anna, Texas. I've been here for almost 10 years. Yes, I grew up in Oklahoma. I'm a transplant. And hi, everyone.
Welcome,
hi.
Marsha. Thanks for joining us. And Mr. Cameroon, Nelson from Cameroon, welcome. Can you hear us?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I can hear you. Do you hear me?
Yes, and you have a little mini-me with you.
Yeah, this is my little man here, my son. Today, we're bonding together, so spending time together. He does want to go out of my sight for some reasons. I don't know why, but
beautiful. So Nelson, tell our audience more about what you do and how we met.
ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sherry and I got connected through a friend at where I work, and my first time, talking to her was extremely fluent and great. The connection, the vibe was just kind of like spiritual. So we got connected. I was here in Dallas. She was in Las Vegas. I used to work in Las Vegas. By the way, I'm a nurse practitioner of mental health.
Yes.
So it happens that the company I was working for, she was hired just the same time I was leaving without me knowing. And the other colleague that is a family nurse practitioner was at the same clinic. So she was the one that was like, hey, I know somebody, that was here. I think he just left and he lived in Dallas. So it was kind of like, how can I put like in a blue, somebody from Dallas. So she also was excited to know this person. And I was also very excited to talk to her, to get to meet her and talk to her. So along the line, I requested for a number, no hesitation. The other colleague, what is her name again, Michelle?
I know, she's Filipino NP, the family nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
Dolores, is it Dolores?
Yes. Doris. Doris. She immediately get us connected, and that's how I get to know Miss Cheryl, without me getting to meet with her one-on-one.
Right. So we have to, talk about the stories one day in a separate video, but in a nutshell, I saw this ad in Las Vegas. I was finishing up my doctorate degree and I was ready to make $250,000 a year. So I packed my bags as soon as I saw this ad. And I ended up in Las Vegas with no job because I was still in school. And it wasn't, when I got there, it wasn't what, they had advertised, of course. And we were supposed to be working with like one of the top 100 psychiatrists in America.
Mm.
So Nelson was coming back from that ordeal, and I was just getting there. And Nelson says to me, you know, you don't have a place, you don't have much, you don't have a job either, basically, because you haven't, you know, found anything as far as work, but you could stay at my place. That he still had an apartment in Las Vegas. And so he says to me, make yourself at home. This is how much respect this young man gave me. He said, make yourself at home. And he said to me, you know, I have some vodka over there if you want some. And I said, I don't drink vodka. He says, well, you know, I thought Black
Yeah.
American women drink vodka. And I said, you know, my family's from Jamaica, we drink rum. So that right there told me that it didn't matter where I came from. He thought I was you know, we are now classified as these different people that are Black, still Black people. We're Black American, we are Caribbean Blacks, we are foundational Blacks, we are African Blacks or immigrant Blacks, right? But why are we divided in this way? And this young man, he didn't see me as anything but a Black woman that needed help. So he was every Black woman's brother, okay? Not because I was from Africa or I was Jamaican. He just thought I was a Black woman. Isn't that correct, Nelson?
Yeah, that is very correct. I just feel like we're supposed to look everybody as one.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it doesn't matter where it comes from. What matter is all of us have, you know, all of us are human. All of us have blood running in our veins. All of us just need to, we have got to connect. I've got to be there for everybody. If you're in position to help, why don't you help?
Right.
Our career, first of all, is all about helping people. It's
Right.
not all about you want to be this. It's all about you putting yourself out there for the community, for the public. And during that moment when I met her and she was just coming from the same job that I was in, like she already mentioned, we saw this app, it was good. Jump into it. I left my family in Texas. Went over there, it wasn't that easy. And I
And it
cannot
wasn't
see
what
another
they
person.
advertised. Yeah, it wasn't what
Yeah,
they advertised.
I can't see another person in that boat. I'm like just questioning her, and she was very open to me. We started talking, and the connection and the vibe just get connected. It didn't just end there. I have to refer her to another place that they were wanting me to work there too. So at the meantime, I told her, hey, look, if you're going to stick with these people, you're not going to get no paycheck. And as a lady coming from another town to moving to another town, it's like an island.
Yeah.
You get in there, if you don't know no connection,
I
have
didn't
nobody,
know
you cannot
anyone.
survive.
I didn't know
Yeah.
anyone.
I was able to start getting her to like get connected and get to talk to people.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were talking like sisters and brothers.
Right.
It was not like borderline or anytime she would call me or text. The moment I see that text or her call, I got to call her back. So to me, I think we supposed to keep the mentality that this one is an African, this one is an African American, this one is in Hispanic. The moment we started treating everybody as human and as one,
Mm-hmm.
the world can be a better place.
Amen.
Amen. That's true.
Exactly. So this is our topic for tonight. Why are we divided? Why are we following the comments, you know, the people who are trying to divide us that's in our community, saying that, you know, immigrants come here, they think they're better. That's why they have to identify as foundational Blacks or ADOS because they're trying to get reparations and, you know, they want to make sure it's for them. And there's just all these different arguments. And the bottom line is, you know, some people come from Africa with a certain mentality because they have a class system there. Okay. Some people come from Africa and say certain things to Black Americans here because they weren't taught anything about the struggles or what happened 400 years ago. A lot of people in Africa don't know anything about that. It was not taught in their school the same way it's not taught in the schools here about who we were before, we came here 400 years ago. So basically, people are coming with all these different arguments. And the fact is that there's like 1 billion of us on the planet who are, we're not a color, we're not Black. We are, like Nelson say, original people. We're the original humans. And people need to respect that. We need to call ourselves the originals, okay? You've got to put some respect on it, okay? So now that we're figuring out who we are, understanding who we are, we have to look at what's been done to, separate us, to make us dysfunctional in a lot of ways. So now it's time to heal, and we have to identify things like Hollywood. Okay, people in Africa are looking at African Americans in Hollywood, how they portray us in Hollywood. Now, who wouldn't believe that, we don't get along and we're not nice people and we, don't have the right mentality and all that? That's not true. For everything on this earth, there's an opposite, okay? So the opposite of what they're putting out there, that we are bad people who don't get along and don't like each other, don't help each other, right? There's like 500 million of us that do, okay? So we are, the 4 of us tonight represent like 500 million people on earth that are getting along in our community, that are the original people, okay? So we're not a color, we are the original humans, okay? And we are not naggers, we are bigger, okay? So put a B on it and take the N off, okay? We're none of those things. We are the original humans. And so Nelson, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we continue tonight?
Well, I think you have, in a nutshell, you've already capped everything. And what I'm going to say again is we need to be seeing everybody as one across the board. If you're in position to help someone,
Right.
go ahead, go that extra mile to do that for that person, because that little mile you're going through to help a stranger, somebody you don't know, can make a huge difference and an impact.
Yes.
We're building a community, we're not building divided community. We're
Right.
trying to build a community to be as one.
Right.
Together we're stronger, divided we fall.
You took the words out of my mouth, because imagine if we all came together, we would unlock so much potential that it would be better, right? Than if we were doing this separately. So I thank you, my brother. I know you're doing the daddy daycare thing today. You do it well. He's such a loving father. His wife should be so proud of him. And I just want you to know that I appreciate all of that you've done to help me. Even though you're younger than me, in Africa, I think they say the man is always above the women, right? So, whatever woman you see out there.
I think it's the same.
It's the same.
Not only talking to that, just remember the other time I was coming to Vegas, remember?
Right.
You were there to pick me up. You were there, you showed me that love.
Right.
And it was fun again meeting you for the first time. So I really appreciate everything too.
I know, he didn't even know me yet, and he was giving me all this.
You were there that night. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing to this lady? And it was late at night. It was like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And she had to come and pick me up. I would have rented my car, but she was like, no, I will pick you up.
That's
and
right.
She did.
Yeah, that's how we should live, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're here tonight to highlight the dysfunction and let everyone know we're not all living that way. We're not all, trying to divide our community. Okay, there's some of us that are trying to bring everyone together, and it's an uphill battle, right? A lot of it's cultural. A lot of it is misrepresentation, misguidance, whatever you want to call it. But Nelson will have to do a separate video one of these days to tell the whole story about our service to the people in our community, especially the mental health community. And
Yeah, we need to do this one day, maybe just pick one of the topic in mental health and talk about the challenges based on my experiences.
yes, all right.
On my experiences and the challenge facing out there with that,
Yes.
So we can do that one of these days. I'm
All
open to
right.
that.
Well, I thank you.
And the best way we can serve our community.
Yes.
Okay, it was nice meeting all of you all. You guys stay blessed.
Well,
Let's take this young man for a walk.
Nice meeting you too, Nelson.
Nice meeting you guys. Bye.
Okay. All right, Nelson. Until next time. All right. So back to our conversation as elders, professionals, providers in our community. What's your take on this? We'll go with who? Phyllis, we'll go with you first.
Are you going to go with me? My take on it. Well, we talked earlier. As far as bringing us together, I guess a lot of communication, a lot of support in whatever way we can. I don't really have any specifics for that. But just being there, showing up.
Mm-hmm. Like you
when
did
necessary.
tonight. Yeah, like you did tonight to support, what I wanted to get out there to our people, to social media, to the world, okay? Because we want this to be seen in Africa, all four corners of the earth, okay? What they're trying to tell us and show us that we're not all that. We are more than that. And more of us are better than that, okay? Or doing better than that. So there's a saying, you're walking the talk, or the saying, Marsha, tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. And it's power there. It's power in numbers, be it bad, numbers or good people. And the thing about it is just small things, or even a small group of kind people or people who care about the community and others it's a force in itself. Even a small amount of people can do a lot of good, where there's darkness and all kinds of evil and things going on. We just have to try it, get out of ourselves and just put ourselves out there,
And
be willing.
Just because there's a certain amount of people that's coming to America feeling that they're better than, people who are, born in America, Black people who were born in, or original humans, I'm sorry, that were born in America, that doesn't mean that they are, and that doesn't mean that everyone's doing that or saying those things, okay? It's not true. A lot of it is ignorance, all right? A lot of people, where they're coming from, you try to get rich, you try to get into politics, so you can, show up in the best vehicles, and your wife come to the party after you in her new vehicle. And, this is the silly things that people feel you need to be rich and show off and, cause jealousy and strife. Okay. They don't know better. It's ignorance, right? Because at the end of the day, right, those things are not going to unite us.
And those things are not going to last. They're just material things. And, with all this nuclear activity that we don't know about that could be going on, it'll all go up in flame. We have to, just come out of ourselves. And one thing is to be confident. If you're confident in yourself and who you are, if you really know who you are, what they say is not going to matter. It doesn't matter.
Right. Remind us again your profession, Marsha, before we continue.
I am a registered nurse in May. It'll be 35 years, but I worked, I always had a side job, and it was psychiatry for 28 years. I worked in psychiatry, all areas, chemical dependency, eating disorders, bipolar disorder, dual diagnosis, geriatric, geropsych. I worked and I've seen a lot, but yeah.
And then we met. I'm a Caribbean Black, ridiculous, right? And we've been friends for 14 years. Okay, so right there we're showing foundational Blacks, getting along swimmingly with.
You're Sherry to me. It doesn't matter. I don't care where you came from. When I see you, I see Sherry, and that's it.
Thank you. And we have Phyllis here. Was your family originally from Michigan, Phyllis?
No, from Alabama, actually. My parents migrated from Alabama to Michigan.
And what industry sector are you working in right now?
Well, as I mentioned before, I am retired. I worked in management at Ford for about 25 years, production management, and I have been just semi-retired since then, currently working on a couple of certifications, eventually becoming the certification with cancer exercise, where those who have reconstructive surgery and skin grafts, they have to go into immediate stretch therapy afterwards. And so that's what I'm working towards.
Sounds like your passion.
It is. Fitness is definitely my passion. Absolutely.
Well, you are going to be helping a lot of people, hopefully in our community and, and beyond. And so thank you for joining us, my sisters, to help others out there with self-healing, to make progress in our community, to realize our potential, right? And to have proper guidance if needed. Okay, so they say the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Okay, so all of us together make one, moving forward into the future better than we were in the past. Okay, so
amen.
Yeah. Until next Saturday, we will sip and talk. What are you sipping on, ladies?
Water.
Oh, okay. Well, are you going to try my green machine with sea moss?
If you share, we need to know the recipe.
Oh, okay. I'll make a special video next week for that one. Okay. Now we got a great idea. Thank you, Marsha.
Thank you.
All right. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Bye, Phyllis. Bye,
Bye-bye,
Dr.
Marsha.
Sherry.
Okay.